The biggest problem, as said repeatedly by everyone who's ever touched this game, is these horrible controls. Since the developers in their infinite wisdom decided to conflate every single duty into one fucking button, you find yourself into some, well, unfortunate situations. Let's recap. Button 2 opens doors, accesses the menu, and uses items. Okay, fair enough. So look what happens with such a shitty control scheme. Here I'm outside this barn, and when I go in, I see that it's dark and there's this monster on the second floor. So instinctively I push button 2 to go to the menu. Well, since I'm in front of a door, I end up right back outside. So I have to go back in and step away from the door and access the menu. And look at this! I need to bomb this wall so I can get through. But look how big this door is! This means I only have this much room to deploy the bomb.
That's the last time I'm going fishing.
Now look at this shit. I enter this cave and there's this fucking Goma charging right at me. I immediately push button 2 and yeah, I'm right back outside. So of course I go back in and this time I step away from the opening to throw the bomb. But it arcs over the Goma. I mean, look at that. Alright, let's try again. Fuck, again! Okay, one more time. There. Well, shit, I only had to get in his face in order to do that.
Got him!
Some of these areas are way harder than they need to be, and what would normally be a simple platforming experience turns into a fucking gauntlet. Look at this room. There are these two moblins throwing spears non-stop, and it's almost impossible to get through this without taking massive damage.
Those darn moblin have eaten everything!
The shield only works when you're not moving, and there's a 1 second delay from the time you stop moving to the time your shield becomes active. Couple that with the fact that enemy fire can come from any direction means your shield offers very little protection. This isn't like Zelda 2 where enemy attacks only come from a few directions, and for the most part can be blocked or dodged. And look how slow Zelda walks in this game. You can't dodge anything moving at that speed. Look how fast Link moves in Zelda 2 compared to this game. I mean, you're a sitting duck for anything and everything the enemy throws at you. Where did that come from?
You must die!
Here's another area. See the enemies just swarm all over you? And look at this. I'm behind this bat and I stab and I lunge right into the bat and die. And here's another problem. You can only kill one enemy at a time, which means if there are two enemies superimposed on one another, you're screwed, because your first strike will only kill one enemy, and the other will hit you before you can get another shot off. Here's another example. I'm trying to stab this crawler and another one spawns right into my sword when I'm stabbing, so I end up taking a hit. And some of these rooms constantly go dark, meaning you have to constantly relight these rooms, all while trying to avoid getting killed. Why? You have to stab people to talk to them, but sometimes these people get in the way when you're trying to engage the enemy, which can get very annoying. Damn, bitch, get out of the way!
Oh my! It looks like everyone's been taken. Oh my!
Oh, and you gotta love these climbs of faith where you rope up right into an enemy that you can't see and had no way of knowing it was up there. You'd think that's an isolated incident, but no.
She must be stopped!
This particular area has all these alligators that you have to jump on, and your timing has to be spot on, which is almost impossible given these horrible controls. The absolute worst part of this game is this swamp level. Here you have to traverse these crawler-infested treetops, which is just a complete pain in the ass. Oh, what the hell? I fucking made that jump! Look at that! I clearly landed on the branch! Why the fuck did I fall through? And you know what? It's levels like these that every single problem just comes together nicely to form a shitstorm of nearly impossible jumps and cheap deaths. A shitstorm that will piss on you, and shit on you, and kill you, and rape you, again, and again, and again, and again, over, and over, and over, and over. Man, fuck this game!
Killed me!
Good.
Excuse me. Well, at this point, the only thing left is to throw the Wand of Gamelon and defeat Ganon. Yeah! For all the trouble you have to go through to get to this point, it's rather ironic that Ganon goes down with only one hit. I mean, you can just smell the irony in that. And you know what? It's an irony that smells damn good. Because the only thing left is to sit through this horrible ending and then it's over. It's finally over. You know, earlier I said that Link the Faces of Evil and Zelda the Wand of Gamelon were twins. No. This game is a lot worse than Link the Faces of Evil. It's like a witch's brew, where first you throw in Link the Faces of Evil, and then Deadly Towers, and then Fester's Quest, and then Cheat 'em in 2, and then Here's the Lance, and on and on and on and on. A brew whose only purpose is to drive gamers to the brink of insanity. This has got to be one of the worst gaming experiences I've ever had, right up there with Cheat 'em in 2. And you know, I remember playing Cheat 'em in 2 with my brother. And we sat there and we watched as the game glitched out after the 4th level. And while I was playing the Wand of Gamelon, I too hoped and prayed that this game would also glitch out, just like Cheat 'em in 2 before it. That concludes this presentation. Join us next time as we have a look at the final piece of the unholy triforce, Zelda's adventure.
That's the last time I'm going fishing.
It's awful! I'm so hungry, I could eat an octorok!
I'm so hungry, I could eat an octorok.